They laughed the moment it appeared on shared channels. A human warship, massive and overbuilt, drifting like a relic among blades of light. It turned too slowly, accelerated too late, responded like it was thinking through mud. Analysts froze frames to highlight its flaws. Commentators called it proof that humans were still behind. Even low-tier patrol fleets treated it like a moving target dummy, darting in and out of its range just to show how easily it could be outclassed. The footage spread because it was funny. A warship that couldn't keep up in a galaxy where speed decided survival. They gave it names meant to stick: heavy, slow, obsolete. And the strangest part was that the humans said nothing. No defense. No counter data. No attempt to correct the narrative. Just silence. That silence made it worse. It confirmed what everyone already believed. Except for one detail most ignored. The ship was never deployed randomly. Every recorded sighting placed it near unstable zones, regions where gravity twisted navigation into guesswork. Areas avoided by serious fleets because even the fastest ships risked miscalculation. Yet the human vessel always lingered there, moving with the same steady, deliberate pace. Observers assumed it was coincidence. Or poor command decisions. Or simply the only places such a flawed ship wouldn't get destroyed instantly. No one questioned the pattern deeply enough. Because in a galaxy obsessed with speed, anything that moved slowly was already dismissed. And once something is dismissed, no one bothers to understand it. War didn't arrive with warning. It formed quietly around a resource corridor orbiting a massive gas giant, a region infamous for violent gravitational tides and unpredictable distortions. Most fleets avoided it unless necessary. Navigation systems lagged there, trajectories bent without notice, and even minor miscalculations ended in destruction. The coalition moved in anyway. Their ships were among the fastest ever built, designed to outpace threats, correct errors instantly, and dominate through speed. To them, instability wasn't a barrier, just another variable to overcome. Control the region, secure the resources, end the conflict quickly. Human command responded with a single deployment. The same slow warship. No reinforcements. No escort fleets. Just that one vessel drifting toward the most unstable sector of the battlefield. Coalition commanders didn't hesitate. They advanced in tight formations, confident that overwhelming force would erase the target before conditions became a factor. Early scans confirmed what they expected: no sudden upgrades, no hidden acceleration, no visible change. The ship was exactly what it had always been. Slow. Exposed. Predictable. They pushed deeper into orbit, engines burning hard to maintain formation against subtle gravitational shifts. Minor corrections became constant adjustments. Alignment drifted slightly, then more. Systems compensated, recalculated, compensated again. Still manageable. Still under control. Ahead of them, the human warship continued forward at the same measured pace, unaffected by the growing instability. It didn't accelerate, didn't evade, didn't react. It simply moved as if the chaos around it didn't exist. They interpreted that as weakness. So they closed in to finish it. The first loss didn't look like an attack. One ship simply compressed, its hull folding inward under pressure that hadn't been there a second before. No projectile, no warning. Just collapse. Then another vanished from formation, pulled off course so violently its engines tore themselves apart trying to compensate. Confusion spread faster than panic. Sensors returned inconsistent readings, gravity fluctuations that shouldn't exist, spikes that appeared and disappeared with impossible precision. Command units tried to stabilize formation, ordering reduced thrust, tighter coordination. It made things worse. Every adjustment fed directly into the distortions forming ahead of them. Acceleration pushed ships into invisible wells. Course corrections aligned them with shifting vectors they couldn't predict. Speed, the advantage they relied on, became the exact reason they couldn't escape. Then the pattern became clear. The human warship wasn't enduring the instability. It was shaping it. Massive internal systems, too large for any fast vessel, were generating controlled gravitational fields. Not random chaos, targeted manipulation. Every movement of the fleet was being anticipated, redirected, punished. The slower the human ship moved, the more stable its control became. It didn't need to chase. It only needed them to move. And they kept moving exactly as expected. Retreat commands came too late. Exit paths had shifted. What was open space moments ago had become layered pressure zones collapsing inward. Ships trying to break away were crushed, dragged, or flung toward the planet's pull. At the center of it all, the human warship advanced without deviation. Unharmed. Unrushed. In control. What remained of the fleet didn't regroup. It fled, scattered vectors, broken formations, engines pushed beyond limits just to escape a space that no longer behaved like space. Survivors carried fragmented data, partial recordings, and one clear conclusion: the target had never been vulnerable. Post-battle analysis filled in the gaps. The human warship's mass was an excess, it was anchoring. Its slow movement wasn't a limitation, it was calibration. The gravitational systems embedded within it required stability above all else. Any increase in speed would have disrupted the very control that made it lethal. Every weakness had been engineered. Where faster ships relied on reaction time, this one removed the need to react at all. It dictated conditions, then let physics do the rest. Enemy fleets had defeated themselves the moment they entered its range. The recordings that once fueled mockery disappeared. In their place came cautious reports, restricted briefings, quiet advisories that spread faster than any public broadcast. Engagement protocols changed. Routes were altered to avoid unstable regions entirely. And the most unsettling detail remained unchanged. The warship was still being deployed the same way. Always alone. Always slow. Always near environments others considered too dangerous to matter. It didn't patrol for threats. It waited for them to arrive. Because now the galaxy understood something it had ignored before. Humans didn't compete in the same rules of war. They rewrote the rules, then invited everyone else to play.